Greetings, explorers of knowledge and seekers of wisdom. You've just tuned into Quick Guides, your audio compass in the vast ocean of learning. Here we plunge into the depths of insight, bringing you crisp, succinct summaries and hands-on applications in every episode. Fasten your seatbelts for a thrilling journey through the realms of understanding and personal growth, one guide at a time. Welcome aboard. Today we're dissecting Sarah Knight's gem, the life-changing magic of not giving a fuck. First off, Knight turns the spotlight on a groundbreaking concept: mental decluttering. Imagine your mind as a cluttered, dusty attic. Old grudges, outdated ambitions, and the rusty bicycle of people's expectations. Knight hands you a broom. You're sweeping out the junk, not for a cleaner team workspace, but for a sanctuary where your thoughts can do the samba without tripping over someone else's discarded opinions. Next up, the art of not giving a fuck. It's a delicate dance. Knight's not preaching apathy. Instead, think of it as budgeting your fucks, like a miser with his gold. Every yes you utter, every nod to societal norms, costs you something. It's about investing in stocks that rise, your passions, your peace, your midnight ice cream binges, and ruthlessly cutting losses on what doesn't enrich you. Now let's talk about the magical land of no. Knight teaches you to be the Gandalf of your personal Middle-earth. You shall not pass. Your time, your energy, they're precious. When you start setting up these Gandalf-style roadblocks, something phenomenal happens. Your weekends aren't hijacked by obligations. Your evenings aren't marathons of yes-man fatigue. Instead, they're blank canvases for your own masterpiece, whether that's building a business, mastering the ukulele, or perfecting the art of doing absolutely nothing. Knight also dives into the societal quicksand that sucks you into caring about things that don't matter. She's like a wildlife guide, pointing out the dangerous animals, office politics, neighbors' gossip, social media's siren call. She equips you with binoculars to spot them from afar and sturdy boots to wade through without getting stuck. Finally, the pièce de résistance, turning this philosophy into a lifestyle. Knight doesn't just hand you a map, she kicks you out of the plane with a parachute. It's about the exhilarating freefall into a life where your fucks are your currency, spent only on what brings you joy, growth, and a good night's sleep. The life-changing magic of not giving a fuck is your how-to guide for a mental Marie Kondoing. It's about being stingy with your cares, fierce with your boundaries, and wise in your emotional investments. Knight isn't just offering advice, she's handing you the keys to a Ferrari. Your job? Drive it like you stole it on the highway of your own life. Wind in your hair, laughter in your voice, leaving a cloud of dust where once stood mountains of societal expectations and self-imposed constraints. Knight's philosophy isn't about rebellion for the sake of chaos. It's about a revolution of self. It's about understanding that in the grand theater of life, you're the star, the director, and the critic. It's not about pleasing the audience. It's about cherishing the performance that is authentically yours. Remember, folks, this isn't about turning your back on the world. It's about turning your face towards the sun, your own aspirations, your own dreams. It's about finding that sweet spot where your peace coexists with your ambitions, where your laughter drowns out the whispers of doubt. In this journey of mental decluttering, remember, every item tossed out is a brick removed from the wall that blocks your view. And what a view it is! A horizon filled with the things that make your heart race, your mind whirl, and your soul dance. All right, let's get practical. First up, we're creating our personal fuck budget. Picture this. Your mind is like a treasure chest, but it's filled with both gems and junk. The goal? Keep the gems, toss the junk. Start by mentally sorting through your daily activities and commitments. Visualize putting them into two piles. One pile sparkles with things that bring joy, growth, and satisfaction. Those are your gems. The other pile, dull and dusty, is filled with thankless tasks, unnecessary commitments, and energy-draining activities. That's the junk you're going to toss. By visualizing this process, you'll begin to see where your time and energy should be spent, and more importantly, where they shouldn't. Next, let's talk about the power of no. It's like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start small. Maybe it's turning down an extra project at work that doesn't excite you, or skipping a social event that feels more like a chore. Each no is a victory, a step towards reclaiming your time. As you get more comfortable, you'll find that saying no isn't about rejection. It's about making space for a resounding yes to what truly matters. And here's the secret. The world doesn't end when you say no. In fact, it often respects your boundaries more. Now let's bring a little more joy into your life with the Joy Journal concept. Instead of a structured journal, think of this as spontaneous bursts of gratitude. Throughout your day, when you find yourself smiling, laughing, or just feeling at peace, take a mental snapshot. In the evening, reflect on these moments. Over time, you'll start noticing patterns. These are the things that genuinely light up your world. Gradually, you'll start naturally gravitating towards these joy givers, making them a more prominent part of your life. On to the digital declutter. This isn't about going off grid, but about mindful consumption. Choose one digital platform that you feel eats up your time. Log out for a set period. Notice the extra time and headspace you gain. It's like clearing out an old, cluttered room in your house. Suddenly there's more space to breathe, think, and create. When you return, you'll be more aware of how you engage with the digital world, transforming it from a mindless habit into a deliberate choice. Lastly, the gratitude flip. This isn't about denying frustrations, but about changing perspectives. When faced with an annoyance, pause. Look for a hidden gem in the situation. Stuck in traffic? That's an unplanned opportunity to listen to your favorite podcast, like this one, or an audiobook. This practice isn't just about finding the silver lining. It's about rewiring your brain to recognize and appreciate life's unexpected gifts. And there we have it, a suite of exercises to guide you on your journey to not giving a fuck, in the most constructive way possible. Remember, it's all about small, consistent changes that lead to big transformations. So, let's step into this new chapter with confidence and a renewed sense of purpose. Thank you for tuning into Quick Guides Podcast. Embrace these habits and watch your life transform. If you want to support our journey and propose ideas for what we should explore next, please consider visiting the website buymecoffee.com/quickguides. Your contributions and suggestions help keep our podcast sailing smoothly. Subscribe to this podcast for more insights, and until next time, have a wonderful sailing in your journey of learning.